The Optimist Show is about news, information, entertainment, and activism. Welcome to the Optimist Show podcast, and we want to welcome all of you wherever you are this time, and thank you very much for joining us as we continue to keep hope alive. The Optimist Show brings you the information as it is, and so we are glad to be with you today so that we can share together. Please like and share, subscribe to our channel, The Optimist Show, keeping hope alive.
Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Carriacou, Petite Martinique. Changes are coming. No more will you be forgotten. Get ready for a night of love, respect, and community celebration. Introducing The Optimist Show, Appreciation, Community Awards, and Dinner. Join us on Saturday, August 30, 2025 from 5:30 p.m. until 9 p.m. This special event will be held both virtually on Zoom and in person at the Mermaid Beach Hotel in Hillsborough, Carriacou, so everyone can join in. Enjoy an evening of love, respect, and community bonding, followed by a social gathering to foster networking and connection. Tickets are just $50. Don't miss out. For more information, contact The Optimist Show at 1473-419-5479 or 1473-407-4597. The Optimist Show, Appreciation, August 30, 2025. Let's come together to recognize and celebrate our community.
Welcome to Carriacou, where traditions, culture, and connections meet. Conscious tours can provide an experience of a lifetime. Getting to know the people and their lifestyles. Visit historical sites. And the taste of a sumptuous local cooking. Enjoy the ride. With Conscious Tours, Carriacou. Providing quality memories. Special and complete weekend packages for up to 7 people are available. For reservations, call 1-473-407-4597. Conscious Tours, Carriacou.
Well, let me welcome all of you again to another podcast of the Optimist Show. And certainly we are glad to be with you again. You know, we always take pride in sharing knowledge, information. And one of the things that we are known for is that you can rely on the Optimist Show for reliable information. And so I have this evening with me on this show 2 friends. I call them friends, but they are actually human resource officers, development officers at the Ministry of Education. And we are talking about scholarships. We are talking about opportunities. And let me, at this time, introduce and welcome. Let me first say good evening to you, Miss Gilbert, and good evening to you, Mrs. Scoon. So glad to be in conversation with you both right here on the Optimist Show. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Mr. Coy, and good evening to our viewing and listening audience. I am very honored to be here this evening with you.
Okay, good. Mrs. Gilbert?
Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege to be on this show here tonight. Good night to your listening viewers.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we're going to be talking about scholarships, as I did say in the introduction. We're talking about scholarships. And of course, scholarship is a very common and popular experience in recent times where a lot of people have been given the opportunity to pursue their dreams through scholarships and increase their academic knowledge and continue to build their own personal life as well as the life of the country. All right, so let me begin this discussion today, this evening. And first of all, let me go to Mrs. Scoon. Mrs. Scoon, I will start with you because I think you are the Senior Development Officer, Human Resource Development Officer at the Ministry of Education, and you are focusing on scholarships. Tell us what you want us to know, the public, about the opportunities that exist at the Ministry of Education in regards to scholarship. Tell us.
Okay, thank you for inviting me again. And I would like the listening public to know that at the Human Resource Development Division, Ministry of Education, we have a number of scholarship opportunities that are available. I am going to highlight some of the key ones, and I know for Carriacou and Petite Martinique in particular, that in first generation Monroe University scholarship is one that has a lot of interest, simply because persons can stay on island and pursue studies. It's one where the government of Grenada is aiming to have at least one individual in a household have a university degree. So that one is one where the scholarship will cover tuition as well as accommodation. But I know from being around Carriacou and Petite Martinique, the residents here, most of them would love to stay here and do their studies. So that one will be one that they will have a lot of interest in. Every year, starting from January, we have provided scholarships for 50 Grenadian nationals. We are happy this time around that we were able to visit Carriacou and Petite Martinique so that more persons can apply for that particular program. The other program that's on island as well, on mainland Grenada, is the St. George's University, that we have scholarships available for persons, and it is for 100% tuition only. We process twice for the year. So we process for January and we process for the August intake as well. So right now, the processing for the August intake is taking place. For the January intake, we normally will do arts and sciences, pre-med, veterinary, medicine, and nursing. So all of the medical programs are processed for January, along with arts and sciences. Masters in Public Health, we offer that program. It's processed in March. And we have the master's program, though limited, we offer 14 annually, and it's for the areas of international business, multi-sector health management, community psychology, clinical community psychology, and educational leadership, and those are processed for the August intake. So right now, we are processing for the arts and sciences as well as the master's program. The other offers that we have available is the economic cost. Economic cost is a partial scholarship for students who are attending the University of the West Indies main campuses, that of St. Augustine, Trinidad, Mona, Jamaica, or Cave Hill, Barbados. And it is a partial tuition scholarship. So for students attending Mona, Jamaica, or St. Augustine, Trinidad, the percentage of the tuition that the government will cover is 80%. And for those attending Cave Hill, Barbados, the percentage the government will cover is 66%. So that's talking about regional, close by. We also have offers for places like China and Cuba and Morocco. Now, once a year, we process scholarships for those countries. At the moment, these programs are closed because we have processed for them already. What we are doing now is preparing students who have been awarded to go off. So persons now who have been successful are in the process of ensuring that they complete the bond documents, scholarship agreements. We are ensuring that we provide some level of orientation for them as they prepare to leave Ireland to go to study overseas. And we are just ensuring that they have a level of readiness so that when they get there, they can start their studies. What do we have again? Let me see. We have the OAS, and the OAS, Organization of American States, will normally offer 4 scholarships. They will offer 1 undergraduate and 3 graduate and postgraduate. For the undergraduate program, the student must be already in the program because the funding for that program is the last 2 years of study. And for the Commonwealth UK, the Commonwealth UK offers programs, graduate and postgraduate. Normally they offer 2, and the student will have to go off to the university in the UK to pursue that program, and it's only for masters and PhD. So that's some of those that we have been processing this year. We hope that next year we will have more, although this year is a lot more than what we had last year and other years before.
Okay, let me ask you before you continue in terms of what has happened last year. All right, give us an idea for the past 3 years. This is year 3. Year 2, I'm talking about, would be 2024 and then 2023. These years, what's the number of scholarships offered in 2023, in 2024, and this year 2025?
What I can say, because I do not have all the figures with me right now, but what I can share is that over these past 3 years, we have seen some significant increases in the amount of scholarships offered. For one, last year we did not have the Mono University. So we know that this year we certainly do have that, which we've already awarded 50, and we intend to award 50 for the September intake. And last year, the last 2 years, the number of persons receiving the SU medicine programs have increased. The arrangement was 10, then we went to 15, and in the past 2 years, we've been awarding over 20. So that I know has increased, as well as the undergraduate programs. Every year there's a percentage increase. So, and also what I can share is that there's a vast increase in the number of applicants that we receive too. So the number of scholarships awarded have increased, and the number of persons applying for scholarships have also been increased.
Would you say that's good news?
Pardon?
Would you say that is good news?
Yes, that's wonderful news. We welcome that kind of news. And what I must share as well is that the division has really aggressively attacked. I want to use the word attacked.
Okay.
Our outreach initiatives, the strategies that we are going to be going to all the parishes, especially the rural areas, to increase our number of applicants. So we're really working hard at ensuring that our information gets out there so that persons know what is available. We want to be able to guide them as to how they can go about applying for scholarships. We want to also give them, and we have been doing all of that, giving information as to what is required when you are going to be applying for a scholarship.
Okay, great. Now, both yourself and Miss Gilbert, you are in Carriacou at present, and of course, as you did indicate, you are here to assist and to encourage people to apply for scholarships, and you have been taking them through. Miss Gilbert, how has it been like for you here in Carriacou to help people to understand, and what are you doing from your own perspective to create that environment and that need and desire for people to apply for scholarships?
Okay, so our division has created a mailing list, right? Now, the mailing list is going to allow persons to position themselves to receive information directly from the source about scholarship opportunity. The reason being is that persons who would hear about scholarships, they may get the information late or the day after. So it is wise for us to be more proactive. You hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, to be more proactive so that persons in Carriacou especially can benefit from getting this information.
So you're talking about Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
Carriacou and Petite Martinique, yes. We have been aggressively doing that today and yesterday and when we arrived, because we first went to Petite Martinique. We had a wonderful turnout. The information was well received. Questions were asked. It shows that persons are really interested in upgrading themselves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You mentioned about the fact of preparing a mailing list, email list, whatever it is you want to call it, or however you call it.
Yes, that is just one of the ways we reach them, and we make it much easier because we have persons reaching out to us on our, I normally like to say our chat support, which is our WhatsApp group, WhatsApp chat. So so in the event that they can't reach us, let's just say via email, they can immediately contact us via WhatsApp as well.
What has been the response like? You said, for example, you just said that in Petite Martinique there was excitement and people were asking questions and so on. Is that the general response you get when you go not only here in Carriacou and Petite Martinique but elsewhere in the rural areas?
Ms. Scoon, want to take that?
Is that the
in terms of the response that we get?
Yes.
This time around, we try to we take a different approach. In the past, when we've been here, we've mainly gone to the schools where we do presentations and, and schedule group settings. This time around, we do community engagement. So we go out in the community. We've had one presentation in Petite Martinique, and that was well accepted. And we went out in the community and engaged persons. And I find that is working much better because as we invited persons to join our mailing list, and they did, we see the numbers are increasing. And that increase in the numbers, we hope that increase will remain increase in scholarship applications, because we do want Carriacou and Petite Martinique to become a real active part of our scholarship pool, because we know how important it is to have development right around the country, so that we don't see things happening in one side and the next side is being left behind. We want everybody to be on board. So this time around, I am very happy with the response of the residents here. And even on island here in Carriacou, we've had a lot of engagement, solid engagement with the residents. I think they welcome us being outside with them, even though you feel that we shouldn't have the t-shirt, but because we will get more if we did not have it. But I guess we had to have a presence to say that we want to identify with a unit. So that kind of helped, but I am very happy. It has been a very successful engagement thus far. And we hope that tomorrow, on our last day, as we continue, that we will have a lot more people joining our mailing list. And I want to add, and I have been sharing with persons who I meet, that we would want them to help us to help them by ensuring that they share the link with all of the people in their contact, and encourage these people to join our mailing list as well. Because the information that we share may not directly be for you, but it may be for somebody in your contact list that you can share that information with, and they will be able to apply and receive a scholarship.
I want to add something here. What I love about the engagement is the fact that the strategy we use is to make life simple, make it super simple, so that persons can just be on that mailing list by a click of a button. It takes less than 2 minutes to complete. When you make things easy for people, they're going to tend to gravitate towards the information. We didn't only created a HRD mailing list, we also created a resource hub. Now, when you go on the resource hub, you can see all the available scholarship opportunities that are available. You can also see the scholarship package guide. You can also receive the brochures as well. So in the event that you are looking for more information, the resource hub is the best way to tap into that.
Okay, great. And so what is the purpose really of the resource hub, and how important it is for all of us to be connected and to be part of the mailing list? What are the benefits really?
First and foremost, persons can get access to all the scholarship that are available. Okay. I have my not personal experience, but I have listened before I came to the division. I have listened others who have indicated that whenever they hear about scholarship opportunities, sometimes the date has already passed. And being in the department, I have seen how hard the workers are putting out to ensure that the information gets out there. But using the technological skills, I decided, you know what? The ladies are working so hard. Why not come up with a system that is so simple that makes life easier for all of us? So these are the tools that we use to increase our outreach, to document persons who are actually joining seeking the information. And actually we can see, as you mentioned, which part of the island we need to increase the information sharing as well.
Okay. So in terms of one's desire, I want to get a scholarship I'm interested in journalism, example. Um, how 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 is my desire to get a scholarship and the area in which I want to get a scholarship? How easy is that, or do I have to follow subjects and courses that I'm going to be interested in, but it's available and I can get it? How easy is that?
Okay, so first off, the scholarship application process, as we say, it's a process. First off, we get an offer for a scholarship. We will do an announcement. The announcement will tell you all that you need to submit to us, all the requirements, that is, the deadline by which you need to submit your documents, and you will once you have submitted, the officers at the division will review your application, ensure that you have everything that you need to have. And then we will prepare a spreadsheet with your information, and we call in an independent body appointed by cabinet, that is the National Training Awards Selection Committee. They are the ones who will come and peruse applicants' documents. They will shortlist, and sometimes they will interview. Now, to be considered for an interview, an applicant must have or should have a grade point average GPA of 3.0 and above. So when we go out to the schools, we ensure to inform the students that they should maintain the high grades. Try to not slack off too much, because that is what will help them when they have completed school and they want to apply for a scholarship. At the interview, candidates are graded. And at the end of the process, the panel will rank the candidates. The ranked list is given to us at the division, and that ranked list, depending on how much scholarship is available, we will inform cabinet of the results of the interview, and those will be the nominated candidates from the panel that we will submit for cabinet's approval. Once we have received the approval from the cabinet, we will inform the candidates, both successful ones as well as those who are not successful. And then the process continue from there, meaning that the successful ones are called in to execute bond and scholarship agreement. We have an award ceremony that we have, where we give them the award letters that will spell out the conditions of the scholarship. And all awardees are required to sign that bond that will bind them to serving once they have completed studies. The policy on bonding is for the period that you receive the scholarship plus 1 year. So for example, if a awardee receive a scholarship for 2 years, the bonded period for them will be 3 years. Likewise, for the person receiving a 3-year scholarship, the bonded period will be for a 4-year period. However, bonding does not go over 5 years. So the maximum a person can be bonded is 5 years. So I share all this with you to say that it's a process, and it's a competitive process. So when persons do apply, and we hope that they will, ensure that they have the required GPA, and ensure that if and when they are called for an interview, that they are able to articulate well and sell themselves so they can come up in one of the numbers that are ranked high to be submitted to cabinet for approval.
You use the word bonding. What's bonding?
What's bonding? Bonding is an agreement between the scholarship awardee and the government of Grenada. It's an agreement to serve country when you have completed your studies, because we have to keep in mind that every scholarship is in an effort to build human capacity. There are a lot of areas in our country that needs development. There are a lot of shortages for skills. And once we have sent someone to study in those areas, the expectation is that when they have completed, they will return to serve in those areas. And when I say serve, I mean work in those particular areas or field. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I think you have given us quite a lot of information here, and you certainly, both yourself and Ms. Gilbert, you both have empowered us with knowledge, and I think that the excitement will continue to grow, and people will want to, fulfill their dreams. A lot of people have dreams, and a lot of things that we like to accomplish in life, and I think this is an opportunity that you made it. I would call it opportunities made simple. Opportunities made simple. That's all I refer to this process that you're talking about, where you can really indeed fulfill your dreams. Notwithstanding the fact that you might not have all the necessary things in terms of finances and so on, but with this encouragement that you are giving to citizens and prospective applicants, I think this is an opportunity that they all should grasp. Now, probably we can conclude this conversation, and in doing so, I would like to ask both of you to share your own personal, I would say, personal vibes as part of the encouragement for people, the listeners, and also tell us the importance of the part parents play in making those things become a reality for these applicants. What are your closing thoughts within that context?
So, from where I sit, working closely with scholarship programs every day, I see much potential in our people, but potential means like very little if it's not given the chance to grow. That is why I always say, don't disqualify yourself before you even try. Sometimes we think we are not smart enough or experienced enough or connected enough, but honestly, opportunity doesn't only belong to the most confident or the most prepared. It belongs to the one who shows up, the one who applies, and the one who says yes to trying. Now, tackling the resource hub, it is here. Using the resource hub is here to guide applicants. Parents and all can also go through and read the information, download the information, but they still need to take the first step. They need to encourage their children to take the first step. So I would encourage persons to visit the hub, explore the option, and ask questions, because we are here to guide the process. We are here to implement and coordinate programs to develop the human capacity in Grenada. Even, yes, through scholarship, even through Carriacou, and even through lifelong learning initiatives. You never know. The opportunity could change your life, and it might just be a click away. And if you feel stuck or unsure, you're not in this alone. We are here to help you access the future you deserve.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
My final appeal is to all because we know that it's a community that grows a child. So parents, community, churches, adults, it's all about encouraging people and letting them know that they can dream and they can dream big and that their dream can come true. All they need to do is to try and to apply. The opportunity to join our mailing list gives people that ability to pursue a dream. Just explore, just go on to just join our mailing list, receive our information, read it, check it out. You will find something there that will suit you, because remember, as Ms. Gilbert shared, our role is to share about scholarship information, to give the opportunities to people. We process, we do some career guidance, and we also talk about and encourage lifelong learning initiatives. So our role is not only about young people going forward, it's about the older ones as well, middle age, people who want to reskill and retool, people who want to change career, people who want to learn a skill, people who want to do something different. We have something that we think will fit every person. Our role, and I am happy that we've been here, and I'm happy with the kind of responses that we have been getting, because it means that people have an interest, and we want to continue to fan that flame with that interest that they have, and to let them know that yes, you can achieve your dream. Yes, there is something for you that we can assist you with. And we are a phone call away, we are an email away, we are a WhatsApp away. Keep in touch and let us continue to build relationships. As we come up here, we meet people, we make friends, so people get to know you. They know that you work at the Human Resource Unit. They, engage us. Let us position yourself, and let us together find ways that we can help each other. Because by you applying, you are helping us. Because the more people get scholarship, the wider our spread is. It only means that our unit has been doing and is doing what we are supposed to be doing. So it augurs well for both parties. And on that note, I want to say thanks so much for having me. It was a pleasure being on this program, and I'm always happy and will welcome anytime you call on us to do a program like this.
All right. So I thank you both. And I think it is Ms. Gilbert who can say the final word here by giving us how can we get in touch to indicate our interest and getting ourselves on the mailing list. What has to be done, and how can it be done to spread the information far and wide?
What I'm asking for is for persons. We have 3 options. Option number 1 is where you can send us an email. So if you are on listening to us, I need you to grab a pen, grab a notebook, and take some copious notes. Number 1 is where you send us an email using hrd@moe.edu.gd. That is the first option. If you don't want to do that, we have a second option. You can send us an email. You can send us a WhatsApp message that you want to join the mailing list. We call it our chat support. Our numbers are 417-9762. I'm going to repeat, 417-9762. We have a QR code, which is also option number 3. And we are going to be sharing that QR code on our Facebook page that is on Ministry of Education, which is the MOE Scholarship Desk Grenada, right? And we have already shared the code with Mr. Coy so that he can upload it on his page as well. And we would greatly appreciate that.
Certainly. Well, I want to say thanks to you both for sharing with us today, because as we started off by talking about opportunities, and I think we all do need opportunities on this life's journey. Opportunities, yes, and once we have the opportunities, nothing can stop us from going forward, upward and onward. All right. So, ladies, thank you all so very much, and I wish you all and the other team members of the Ministry of Education, whatever department it is, but it's education. And so I want to say, wish you all the best. And I am going to be here to assist in the process of sharing the knowledge and sharing information. So once again, thank you, and God bless you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Thank you for having us, and good night.
Yes, good night.
It's estimated 1 in every 10 people in Grenada have the sickle cell trait. Having the trait does not mean you are sick or unhealthy. Very healthy people have the trait. Unfortunately, many of these people are unaware that they carry the trait. You see, when 2 people with the trait have a child, there is a 1 in 4 chance that the child will be born with the sickle cell disease. That is why it is important to know if you have the trait. Sickle cell is associated with life-threatening conditions, and it can be very painful. You see, the body's red cells can pass freely through the arteries and veins, but the sickle cells can get stuck, and this is what causes pain. This disease, you cannot catch it from someone. It is inherited. You are born with the trait or the full-blown disease. It comes from your parents. So let's talk sickle cell and what it is about and what can be learned about it and how to live with it. Let's all make better decisions about our family's health by learning the facts and getting tested. A message from the Sickle Cell Association of Grenada. Please call 458-6399 or email us at grenadasc@gmail.com.
Hi, I'm Kasari from the UK. I listen to Optimist Show, I observe and I watch, where you enjoy different conversations that release good vibes, positivity, inspire on spiritual matters that will impact not just yourself, but your community. Thank you.
Thank you for joining the Optimist Show. Please let us know what you think by leaving a comment and giving us a thumbs up and subscribing, and of course spreading the word. You can always rely on the Optimist Show to deliver accurate information, and guess what? I'll see you on the next show.